Did you get permission to do this?
I mean, it's not going up yet.
Okay.
The answer is no. I don't have permission to do this. It's not going up yet. 3, 2, 1. Hi, I'm Alex Radcliffe from Board Game Co.
Hi, I'm Rena.
And today we are playing Marvel Dice Throne. Now, we won't be reviewing it today. We'll talk brief final thoughts at the end. Although, spoiler, this is basically Dice Throne. If you like Dice Throne, you're going to like Marvel Dice Throne. If you don't like Dice Throne, I don't think this is changing your mind. And if you haven't played Dice Throne, this is a great time to jump into it. This is a prototype over here, although it does seem pretty much final and all, well, everything we are seeing, what's going on. There will be a link to the Kickstarter down below. You can check that out. Although this video may or may not be going up before the Kickstarter, so maybe you're just clicking Notify Me to find out more. Either way, we have two characters here. We have Black Panther and Captain Marvel. Rena is going to be Black Panther because, well, she may or may not have soundly destroyed me with Black Panther already. And I'm Captain Marvel on a comeback tour as the most powerful person in the galaxy who just lost to a cat. Let's go ahead and start this off. Dice Throne, if you don't know, is basically Yahtzee. You're going to roll your dice on your turn. You're going to choose which dice you want to keep. Then you're going to keep rolling. You get 3 total rerolls in terms of what you're doing. Let's go for that one over there. This is all fake right now. And then, boom, you have your rolls. You'll assign them. It's a decent roll. You'll assign them to any of these abilities over here. We'll explain it more as we go. Those abilities are primarily meant to be doing damage to the other player, reducing their life total from 50 down to 0. The rest will kind of go through it as we go. But, Rena, do you want to go first or second?
We rolled dice this time. Let's do that again.
We're going to roll 2 dice each.
I have 7.
11.
Nice.
I'm going first, which means we both will draw 4 cards. You get 4 cards as well. The only difference is no, you're not yet.
Gain a combat point.
On your turn, we did this wrong last time. For those of us who watched our last gameplay.
That is true.
Speaking of which, feel free to timestamp all the mistakes we make in the comments down below. I'm sure there'll be plenty. So, I have a few cards over here. These cards are part of the game. You start with 4 cards. At the beginning of your turn, you get a combat point and more cards, and a card. But since I'm going first, I do not get the income phase of this round. So, you listening for children?
I heard feet.
I did not hear feet. My turn. I could choose to do one of these 2 here. I like that. Ooh, that would be fun. I'm going to pay my 2 starting CP. At any point, you could pay cards, by the way. You can give up cards to gain a combat point. And I will take this card and replace my Supernova with an upgraded ability. So that's my starting turn. And then from there, I will go a-rolling. And I got none of the things that are helpful for Supernova. I could go for Barrel Roll already. Barrel Roll is not the worst starting roll. Is there a better roll?
That's a really good one to start with.
It's 6 damage, and then potentially some more. Gain a Cosmic Flare, gain Cosmic Ray. Fine, I will go ahead and do one more roll, but I think I'm going to probably stick with Barrel Roll. And I guess I'll roll again, because why not? But again, I'm probably sticking with Barrel Roll. Okay, great. We will activate Barrel Roll. That requires these dice over here, so you can see those symbols there. And then, once doing that, I will roll 2 dice to see what other effects I get. And I got 2 times 2. So basically, for each one of those symbols, I get 2 more damage. So I'm doing a total of 10 damage to you.
Alright, so first off, let me see if I have anything that does anything. I do not.
Yeah, we'll explain the nuances of the characters and their abilities as we go through it.
Okay, so I get one of these.
Okay, every time Black Panther takes damage, he gets a kinetic energy suit.
And I'm going to roll my defense, of which I do 2 damage back to you.
2 damage back to me, so I'm down to 48. Every time someone attacks you, you also get a defense roll at the end of that attack. So her defense roll and my defense roll, for that matter, are less defensive and more...
6 damage or 10 damage?
10 damage.
So I thought.
Yeah, I did a full 10 over there.
Very nice.
You know what the good news is?
Nope.
It's your turn.
It is. Alright, I'm going to draw a card. And I'm going to go up a combat point. Look at my cards. Cool. Alright. I am going to play Vegas Baby.
Vegas Baby.
I'm going to roll a die and gain half the value as thingies. So 2, so I get 1 more.
Yep.
I think I get rolled a 2 the last time I played this too. Okay, now we roll all of my dice. Let's see what we get. Well, I have 3 of these. I have 1 of those, and I got 1 of these. I think we are going to attempt to go through the triple threat. Boom. Alright.
Okay, so you're getting triple threat over there.
Which is actually very similar to
my barrel roll.
It pretty much is your barrel roll. So I'm going to
deal 6 damage.
Okay, and then I'm going to roll 2 dice. Add 1 damage for that. On a blue thing, gain 2 kinetic energy. And then on a panther, draw 1 card. Boom. Okay, so I draw 1 card, and I gain 2 kinetic energy. So now, I have 3 kinetic energy, which raises your damage up from 6 to 7. And I get to draw a card. And yeah.
Oh, cool. So basically, for every 2 kinetic energy, she deals an extra damage. So you will deal 7 damage to myself, but I will start with a roll, my defense roll. Not that my defense roll might actually negate. So, ooh, nice. So your 7 damage. My 6s basically negate the damage. So my 6s reflect damage back. It's energy refraction. So your 7 goes down to 5, and you take 2 damage.
And then I gain this, which
yes, you do.
I don't think it automatically.
It doesn't hit me for the attack.
I take 2 damage, you said?
Yes.
Okay, you got to start off so strong this time.
And you made sure to start with an income, a combat point, and a card?
I did.
Okay, cool. You sure? Yeah, you did. Okay,
I
perfect.
did.
I will draw a card, adding it to my hand, and I drew a combat point already. And I could do this. I could do this. It might work for me. I think I will... Oh, that's useful. Oh, I like that card. I like that card. Oh, but that's too good. I can't do it. Okay, I'm not going to do this yet. I'm going to hold on to my hand for right now. I'm just going to call it a day. It's all good. And I will start with a roll. Coming in with... Ooh, we got 2 of these. Okay, we're going to set those aside and try to go for some more stuff. And we got none of those. Do I go for it again? Do I dare go for it?
You should totally go for it.
I think I'm going to go for it. Boom.
Oh, so close.
Okay, so I got that, which means I will be able to gain... It's going to be Interstellar. Okay. I'm going to gain 3 Cosmic Flare.
Cool.
So Cosmic Flare is a status effect that will deal damage to you at the start of my turn, but nothing right now.
Cool.
Yep, the good news is no defensive roll right now.
My turn?
Your turn.
Did you take combat points?
I took a combat point, and I took a card. Okay, you can put your discard pile off to the side.
Okay. I am debating what I want to play.
Now, again, keep in mind, I commented on this in the beginning, but we do have Captain Marvel, the character who's so powerful that in movies she has to be sent to other galaxies in order to maintain any semblance of normalcy, and Black Panther is currently fighting her. So just take that into account.
I'm going to play Strength of Will, roll 5 dice, and add 1 for every of my little cloth mark thingies.
Okay.
So
that's an attack modifier. So
it is an attack modifier.
So you do it after the attack, or with the attack.
Right.
So go ahead and do attack first.
Okay, so first I'm going to roll my dice. Okay. So far, I already am pretty close on that. So we're going to try rolling this again. Guess what I got again?
Again, triple threat?
I did.
Unbelievable.
Indeed. Okay, so now this is automatically doing 6 damage.
Yes.
So now I roll these 5 dice again?
Yep. No. Okay, so yeah, well, let's finish triple threat first. So roll 2 dice for triple threat. So you're already at 6 damage, plus your kinetic energy is at 2.
2, so I'm at 8.
Yep.
And then
you gain another
2 kinetic energy.
Okay, so you're at 9.
9, and then this is 1 damage, so it's 10.
10, yep.
10 damage, and then how does this work? Roll 5 dice, add 1.
Per claw. So go ahead.
So I'm at 10 damage so far.
Yep.
12.
12. Okay, 12 damage. Well, I guess I will roll defensively to deal with that. I'm going to roll 4 dice. And I do not get anything. So that's 12 damage, bringing me down from 43 to 31. Okay. Now for all those timestampers down below as far as mistakes, I'm not actually confident whether your kinetic energy levels up its own attack.
I also wasn't as sure about that.
No, I'm cool with it. I'm just saying I'm not confident. I'm not noting it for you. I'm noting it for timestamper number 432, who's commenting that we're doing it wrong. We might be. That part we might be wrong on. Okay, it's my turn. So let's go ahead and explain. You have how much kinetic energy? You have 6?
If I gain kinetic energy from my attack, does my damage increase immediately? Yes.
So there we go. Timestamper 432. We got this covered. Okay, ready, sweetie? Sweetie?
Yes.
Are you reading all your questions now?
I was like, all of a sudden, I was like, oh wow, there are all these questions I didn't think about.
So I will deal my Cosmic Flare. The way Cosmic Flare works.
Vibranium suit.
I don't. You lost your Vibranium suit. What did you do?
I turned this over. There it is.
All right. So at the beginning of my turn, we have Cosmic Flare. Cosmic Flare will trigger. I deal 1 damage to you for each Cosmic Flare I have, which is 3 damage.
Okay, cool. So
is that your last suit token?
That is 8. You
currently are at 8 now?
No, I'm at...
I'm only doing 1 damage to you.
You're only doing 1? I thought you said there were 3.
No, I'm doing 3 damage.
You're doing 3 damage?
3 damage, but that's 1 token.
That's 1 token, yes.
Okay. So, I deal that over there. That's going to be 3 damage, which you actually have to take that too.
Oh, yes.
And then I remove one Cosmic Flare. So Cosmic Flare deals damage. You have a max stack limit of 3, which you can have a maximum of 3.
Defense roll.
Because for that, it's not a defense roll. Your defense roll is only for attacks. And then from there, I should probably take a combat point and a card to figure out what I'm doing there. And we have this one. Ooh, I like that. That could be very cool. Okay. Just shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. You're beautiful just the way you are. I shall go ahead and put Photonic over here. So I'm going to spend my 2 points and put Photonic down. And then I will sell this card over here. I'm going to sell this card for a single point.
Nice.
Okay, so Photonic is going to improve my Photonic ability. And then from there, we're going to go for a small straight.
Enjoy.
Okay, we have 2, 4, 6. Those are not particularly helpful. I have 1, 2. I can go for the 1, 2. And then the 4, and then hope for a 3. That could be useful. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to do the 1, 2, 4, and then roll these. That's a 6 and a 5. That's not... Oh, 6, 5, 4. I should do 6, 5, 4, and then re-roll the 1 and the 2. It's actually the same exact net result. 3. Boom.
Yay!
Okay, so I have 3, 4, 5, 6, which is a small straight, which means I gain Radius, which is a protective status token. And then additionally, I deal 9 damage to you.
9 damage?
Which means you take, well, go ahead and do your defensive roll.
Right,
and then explode. Exactly.
Explode. And I do 2 damage back to you.
2 damage back. So I go down to 29.
And I take how much? 9?
You take 9 damage.
So that is...
Yeah. But now we get to explain your
I was
kinetic.
at 35, and now I can't do math.
26.
Thank you.
Yeah. But now...
Okay, so now we get to do my thing. Okay, so my kinetic energy hit 8.
Yes.
So upon reaching kinetic energy stack limit, I mean, you remove it all. Then I gain 2 credits. Draw 2 cards, and I deal 5 damage to you.
5 damage. Okay. I'll go down from 29 to 24. Which means this is actually a pretty close game right now with 24 to 26.
That is pretty close. Are you all done?
I'm all done.
Okay, cool.
You're like, watch
so
this.
Now I have 7.
How do you have 7? What are you doing with your cards?
I haven't done them because I haven't got any good cards.
How many cards do you have?
I have to count.
You have a hand limit of 6 for those wondering.
All right, 1, 2,
At the end of your turn,
3,
you have a hand
4,
limit.
5, 6, 7, 8. But I just drawn 2 cards.
So then you're fine. You only discard at the end of your turn.
And I'm going to play some cards now. Okay. So,
With your 7 combat points, I hope so.
I know, I have so many things. Okay.
This whole close score thing's a little worrisome now.
What does this blue thingy mabob do?
That's a token that I can discard during defense to turn one of my dice to a 6.
Cool. They go bye-bye now.
Do you pay 2 CP for that?
I will. I have so many to spend.
I don't appreciate that.
I do.
I really liked having that token.
Well, too bad.
Because I can reflect damage back at you.
Play this one, roll 1 die.
Yeah.
Gain half the value as kinetic energy, round it up.
Half the value of, kinetic energy. Oh my gosh. 1, be a 1, be a 1, be a 1. 2. Okay, it's not a 1.
1.
Okay.
And then, I have anything else that I want to do? No. Okay. Now I roll dice.
I'm trying to see if you had triple threat again.
Well,
you're close to triple threat.
2 pinks.
2 6s. Ooh.
I'm gonna put my 2 6s.
6s are often your ultimates, which she managed to do to me last time. Ooh. Now all you need is 1 more 6 to get Vibranium Suit. You did not hit that. Oh, you have a card. She has a card called Tippet, doesn't she? She might have a card. She has 2 cards. No! What are you doing?
I'm changing any of the values to 6.
No.
And then change the value of any 1 die to 6.
No.
And now I have 6 6s.
No.
5 6s.
No.
You told me to spend my CP.
Uh-huh.
Do you regret telling me to spend my CP?
You're good.
Okay, so I first gain Vibranium Suit. I add 3 kinetic energy. So now I have 4 kinetic energy.
Yep.
Then I deal 11 damage, but I have 4 kinetic energy, so that's adding 13 to me, so I deal 13 damage to you. That I believe is undefendable.
It's not undefendable.
It's not undefendable?
Does not say so.
Oh, right.
Yep.
Too bad I don't have that card.
Well, let me go ahead and roll. Oh, that card. That would have been fun.
That was such a good card.
Well, I'll go ahead and roll my... Well, I almost rolled too many dice. And I get 1 back at you. So you get 1 back at you, which means you do get that token. But your 13 goes down to 12. So now I'm down to 12. This was looking so good a minute ago.
It's still looking so good.
Depends on your frame of reference. I will draw I'll dedicate kinetic energy and a point.
You also told me to get rid of my cards.
Yeah.
I'll just follow your directions.
Yeah. Okay. What shall we do? Oh, at the beginning of my turn, I deal 2 damage to you and remove a Cosmic Flare. Take 2 damage.
Do I get a thingamabob?
You do sadly get a thingamabob.
Thanks.
I don't like your thingamabobs.
I do.
I do not appreciate your thingamabobs one bit.
Look.
Your thingamabobs are the worst. Okay. Radiance, Cosmic Flare. That could be good, but it's not necessarily the right way to start. Let's go ahead and take that and then roll again. I'm probably pushing harder than I should be for something that might not be really doable.
You can do it.
I can do it. You can do it. We can all do it. But then if I roll 6s on this roll, it's a problem for me. I could just take the Radiance and deal 4 pure damage.
That'd be fun. What's a pure damage?
Well, so it's undefendable and unmodifiable.
Oh, cool.
I'm pretty sure. I
Okay.
could be wrong with that. Timestamp for 324. It's
card.
not over here. It's in the rule book, which I put over there. But I may go ahead and grab that in a minute. Although I could just do Aurora Wave.
Okay. Why not?
I like that. I'm going to do Aurora Wave.
All right.
So I'm going to activate Aurora Wave over here, which means I will deal. I'm going to gain a Cosmic Ray, which can't be used this turn. We'll explain how that works next turn, assuming I'm alive next turn. Then I will roll 2 dice and deal that much damage equal to the total.
Cool.
I don't like what's happening here. 8.
8. That's not
I'll
bad.
take the 8 damage. Okay.
I take this.
You take 8 damage.
No, I roll 3 defense
You
dice
do
first.
that too.
And I do 1 damage back to you.
Okay. I don't love this. I don't love this at all. You take 8.
I know, I'm debating doing something.
Debating doing something? What does that mean?
Damage is damage if I defend it now or if I don't defend it now.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to pay 1 CP and discard Vibranium Suit to prevent 6 damage.
Okay. That's annoying.
Well,
From my stance, you take 2 damage then instead.
I do.
And the last thing of my turn, I'm gonna spend Shine Bright, where I'll spend up to 3 combat points to gain 1 Cosmic Flare. So I'm gonna play 2 combat points and gain 2 Cosmic Flares.
Nice.
Your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
That means I get 3 more damage next turn, assuming I survive.
How much damage do you have? You have 11 health left?
I'd rather not talk about it.
Okay.
Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. That's not enough. I'm just counting up. Like maximum you can get there is 6, but it's actually 6 plus 3, so it would be 9. You can do 9 damage against me.
Where?
Well, because you have vibranium suits. You have kinetic energy. I mean,
I do.
But 9 is not enough to kill me.
It's not.
Then again, I'd be down to 2, which basically makes it a safe bet.
I know. Debating.
It probably does. It probably does. This is the second time that she'll be destroying me with Black Panther. Yeah, I'll say I do really appreciate the MCU's attempt to nuke just how strong Captain Marvel is. She's like eternal cosmic power beaten by a cat.
Oh, that's much better.
It's not much better. I don't want to hear you say those words. Okay.
That was annoying. Do I want to do one more roll? I can't. I have a card. Can I do anything else otherwise?
I don't know. It does not look like you have 1, 2, 4, 6. You do not have any abilities now.
Okay, so then I'm going to
use your card.
I might yeah, I'm gonna pay 1 CP. Go down to 0.
One more time, gonna be okay.
Let's see here. What do I want to do? Seeing as if I reroll 2 dice.
You should reroll 2 dice.
This is so stressful. We'll put these 3 off to the
side.
side.
To be clear, before you spend that, you do have 4 damage. If you roll.
Oh, that's fair.
So you're still spending it?
Yeah.
Okay. And you have 4 damage.
I have 4 damage. Well, it's actually more than
It's
4
actually
damage.
plus 3, so it's 7 damage.
It's 7 damage.
7 damage. I will roll my defensive roll. And I got nothing. So 7 damage, I'm down to 4.
Is it sad that I was hoping
I'm down
to
to
hit me
4.
with 1 damage?
Oh, that's so bad.
Why?
Oh, that's so bad.
Why? As soon as you hit me, you're gonna kill yourself.
Take 3 damage. I just exploded.
Yeah, because it's 5 undefendable damage.
Oh, I know what it is, sweetie. I know what it is. So, oh my gosh, I need to roll 2 6s here. If I had rolled 2 6s, that would have been perfect. Then I would have had a cool turn. So for context, one of the things you do with this Cosmic Ray, because I just want to show you what that does.
Yeah.
So let's pretend I had taken my turn. She won. It's over, but I just want to show you what Cosmic Ray does so you get a full feeling of these two characters over here. I'll go ahead and do my roll. I will spend these two, let's say like this. Let's go ahead and deal 2 over here, and then re-roll these. That's my second roll. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, this would have been my last roll. Nothing. And I'll go ahead and change the value of one of your dice to a 6, so I can get my ultimate. Okay, there you go. Nice. But then, after doing my ultimate, which involves 12 damage, I also get to spend the Cosmic Ray and roll 2 dice and deal damage equal to whichever one is larger. So I deal another 5, which means I'd be dealing 17 damage to you. Plus the 3 still wouldn't have killed her. Still wouldn't have killed her. But it would have come close. It would have come very, very close. But either way, that is, so the point is with Cosmic Ray. Cosmic Ray involves you spending the tokens, and you get to roll 2 dice and deal the damage. You can only spend 1 of them per turn, and it can't be spent. It can't be spent on the turn you gather it. That is it. That is Marvel Dice Throne. It's basically, if you've played Dice Throne, then it's basically Dice Throne, but with Marvel characters. They're not complete reskins or anything like that. So they're not just reskins of existing characters. They have their own feel.
Thematic.
Yeah, so far.
Like the energy absorption.
I really like his energy absorption, and it's one of the balances because. This is a mini review, just thoughts in general, but one of the balances, you can't fully cover how a character totally feels. Like, I'm very curious, I almost said names of characters, I'm very curious how some of the characters play that I can't tell you who they are, because it can be very cool and interesting. Dice Throne does have some characters in the general lineup that are fascinating how they play. A lot of characters and a lot of abilities do have general overlap, because there's only so many different ways you can combine different things and do different things. Most of the time, the intriguing parts of a character come down to their cards and to their various status effects that they engage and how those play off their cards. But I agree, I like Black Panther's energy absorption. Captain Marvel has a lot of things that feel like just giant shots of power. She has energy refraction, cosmic ray, radiance, different things that all feel like she's broadcasting energy, although again, she did just get beaten by a cat for the second time. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, this is Dice Throne Marvel. If you want to see more Dice Throne content, there's only 2 characters in the Marvel lineup currently. If you want to see a 4-player gameplay of 2 regular Dice Throne characters combined with Captain Marvel and Black Panther. If you want to see a 4-player game, maybe a team game, maybe a free-for-all, we'll see over on Crackle's channel. Like this video. If there's enough general desire to see that, we'll see what we can drum up. Until next time, I'm Alex Radcliffe.
I'm Rena.
And have a good one.
Win again!
I am very aware you win again,
and guess what? I won again without getting any of my cool cards. It keeps happening every single time.
Your voice got very squeaky.
It hurts.
It hurts.